That gloomy day cast a gray shroud over the small town, as if a veil of death had been drawn across it. Standing in front of the old mansion tucked away on the outskirts of town, 12-year-old Jake tightly gripped the worn-out journal his mother had given him. The pages of the journal were yellowed and creased. Jake knew his mother had filled it with stories, tales of supernatural events and mysterious entities. Today, he had stumbled upon a story about the cursed mansion at the edge of town. The townsfolk claimed the mansion had been abandoned for years, but no one knew what really happened there. Jake, unable to contain his curiosity, took a step towards the mansion's door. The door was old and creaky, and a dusty rug lay in a heap at the entrance. Clutching his journal against his chest, Jake walked forward, feeling a slight chill. A faint light behind a window in one of the rooms hinted at something lurking inside the mansion. As Jake entered the room, the door swiftly closed behind him with an eerie creak. For a moment, Jake held his breath, listening to the silence within the room. Suddenly, a spine-chilling voice echoed from a shadow-filled corner. "Welcome, Jake." Jake's heart began to race, but he didn't lose his courage. Holding on to his journal, he plunged into the dark shadows. In that moment, he witnessed the awakening of the ghosts of the mansion's former inhabitants. Over time, Jake learned the history of the mansion. Years ago, the elderly residents of the town had performed a gruesome ritual here. However, something went awry, and the mansion became a gateway between the living and the dead. Since that day, this mysterious portal had been opening to the other side, and the shadows within the mansion came to life. Using his journal, Jake felt the responsibility to close this gateway. Throughout the night, he navigated the labyrinthine corridors of the mansion, encountering ghosts and witnessing the haunting pain of the past. Finally, he found the ritual needed to close the gateway. However, it demanded a terrifying price. Summoning his courage, Jake performed the ritual. As the gateway closed, a figure emerged from within the shadows. A being from the darkness of the past reached out towards Jake. With a cold breath from the shadows, Jake's body shivered. Yet his mother's journal proved enough to protect him. The figure disappeared with a hiss, and the silence returned to the mansion. As Jake left the mansion, he felt the shroud over the town lifting. As he walked away, not looking back, he left the shadows dissipating in the dawn of a new day.